hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with a review of a movie that came out this past weekend. This is a movie that many people are anticipating. Me, I'm seeing it, we'll just say that. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of the 2018 action sequel, Sicario, Day of the Soldado, coming up now. After a suicide bombing in a grocery store, the United States Department of Defense decided to start a war between the two major Mexican cartel groups who are suspected in transporting Islamic terrorists across the border. CIA agent Mac Graver recruits his old contact, Alejandro Gillick, for the mission, which includes kidnapping the daughter of one of the cartel bosses. After a mishap, when things don't go exactly as planned, Alejandro and the girl find themselves in more danger than they expected. So what did I think of Sicario, Day of the Soldado? I thought it's a mediocre crime action sequel. Many people loved the first film, and it found itself on many Best of the Year lists, being held in high regard by critics and audiences alike. While I didn't quite love it as much as everyone else did, I thought it was good nonetheless. When I heard a sequel was on the way, I found it rather surprising, as I didn't think it really called for having a follow-up or even a franchise. After seeing this film, I feel it was a very unnecessary experience. Just like the first movie, this one has a gritty and dark tone to it, but just isn't as effective as the original overall. For those coming in for some action, you may be quite disappointed as the sequences are very spread out, including shootouts, the abduction of the girl, and a big convoy in the desert. Most of the rest of the movie, unfortunately, is filled with conversations that are surprisingly boring. The story is also a lot more convoluted than it needed to be, and as it goes on, becomes very cliched, as Alejandro has a change of heart about the mission, and a huge number of coincidences begin to pile up. The film sets up too many unneeded subplots as well, and leaves many of them unresolved. It's set up a lot like the first film, where there's a side story happening along with the main story, and it ends up intersecting. But this one, which focuses on a teen boy, isn't exactly that thrilling, and really feels like it's only here to set up yet another sequel, which it does with its big-time sequel bait ending. In fact, towards the finale, there are a number of laughable points thrown in. I also had a hard time really rooting for anyone, as it's hard to feel for these characters. An Emily Blunt-like character is surely missed. The side characters are also very bland at best. While its runtime is only a little over 2 hours, I thought it had a tendency to drag, and some scenes felt like they were never going to end. Good performances by the leads, though, starring Benicio del Toro, reprising his role as Alejandro Gillick, Alejandro, the hitman who's hired for the scheme. Josh Brolin, Thanos, is back yet again this summer as Mac Graver, the CIA Special Deliveries Division agent who's put in charge of the operation, and Isabella Moner as Isabella Reyes, the daughter of a drug kingpin who gets kidnapped. Sicario, Day of the Soldado isn't horrible, but it really feels like a downgrade from the first film, and feels like the movie ran out of gas halfway through. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh. It's okay. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.